Senator John Hoeven. He is Homeland Security Committee member and a Republican senator of North Dakota. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Good to be with you.
Would you say, I mean, a lot of people are saying gracious things today about trying to come together, but others are skeptical about how long that could last. What's your take?
Well, first, it's just a tragic event, and we are all praying for Representative Scalise's full recovery and for the other people that were injured. And again, we're so grateful, not only for our Capitol Police, but for all law enforcement. I hope it's it's something that people think about and use it as an opportunity to come together.
Do you think that that could, apply to legislation? As you're looking at this, I mean, tensions have been so high when you're talking about health care or, we're talking about tax reform or any of the things that you all are trying to tackle. Does it lend itself to actual compromise in legislation, or is it more just about tone?
It could, and I hope it does. I was a governor for 10 years before I came to the United States Senate, and I spent most of my time trying to bring people together to effectuate solutions, and we need to do a lot more of that here, and so I hope so.
Does it feel different in the Capitol today? I mean, I would imagine when you see somebody that you know and you work with, or several people that you know and you work with, have their lives in such jeopardy, that it does actually give you pause and is more sobering than it is even for the television viewer. I would imagine you guys are taking it, even more to heart. How does it feel differently today?
Just like you said, it is sobering. Yesterday was a very sobering day. It still feels that way here, particularly with Representative Scalise, fighting for his life. And so we're very concerned. And I think people are reflecting on how do we find ways to come together.
Still, we've heard, a lot of finger pointing, as everyone tries to come to a solution and see how this happened and how it could be avoided in the future. I mean, I've interviewed a number of people in the past couple of days who have then turned it back on me and said, the media contributes to this. We feel like we sort of cover what's going on, but, as a group, how does everybody turn down the temperature, and do you blame the media in part for this?
So I think we should put it in this context. We all have a role to play, whether we're in elective office, in the media, citizens across this country. We all have to figure out how we work together. The greatness of America is we are this huge melting pot that's always figured out how to come together and to do things that nobody else in the world can do. And so we all have a role to play there. And, it's no one group that's responsible. Yeah. We're all in this together.
We're all wondering when we're going to hear about health care and when we're going to see that bill. What kind of insight can you give me on that front?
Well, in terms of time frame when you might actually see a bill, I think you're talking in the next several weeks. I think we have to stay focused on the goal. That's making sure that people have access to health care and more affordable health care insurance. And I keep pushing on the things that I think need to be in there, meaning the reforms to Medicaid have to work for the providers in the states as well as for the beneficiaries. We need a refundable tax credit that's based on income as well as age, so low-income people have that access to affordable health care insurance. And we've got to deal with some type of reinsurance for chronic illness and pre-existing conditions.
All right, Senator, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.